it's important for all of us to keep our eye on the prize, and that has been expanding consciousness. We want more people to be aware of the issues we're talking about. We want to continue putting the message out there that single-payer health care is already being paid for, but we're being denied access to it as Americans. We want the information out there that a $15 minimum wage is a way to elevate workers and end some forms of corporate welfare, like the kinds experienced at Walmart and McDonald's, where we subsidize their employees with welfare and Medicaid and food stamps, subsidized housing, and they get to make a profit from it. If you elevate workers, they'll have to stop. But also, most importantly, a real look at the environmental issues that are facing us all here in the Adirondack Park and the outskirts of it. The oil trains, Keystone XL, these are huge issues for us here in the park, and I'm the only candidate who is against both. I am for us transitioning very rapidly, as the Greens are advocating, to a fully sustainable and renewable energy system by 2030. That's very aggressive, but if nobody's going to advocate for it, it's never going to happen. So we're just going to keep plugging away. We have a couple events lined up for the rest of the campaign, and then we're going to be watching election returns like everybody else. I guess not a lot of people watch the debates. I laugh, but I think that we are so inured to the fake debate experience in American politics. We're all very bored with the talking points, the platitudes, the rhetoric that you're used to hearing from corporate candidates, that no one really wants to watch them anymore. People who did watch the debates, called me and donated money to our campaign and offered their support immediately and said, "Thank you for running. Thank you. You're a breath of fresh air. You're telling it like it is. You're the only human being up there." Things of that nature, which are very inspiring, and I've been hearing them throughout the campaign. But in the several weeks that we would call debate season, I guess, quote unquote, I had a lot more people contact us. Obviously, it wasn't enough to push my poll numbers up into the 20s or 30s, which we'd love to see. I would love to know that I've made this an honest three-way race. But it's enough of a decrease for Aaron Woolf that there's no question in my mind that he's only running now out of vanity. Really, Democrats can feel free to vote for me, and so can Republicans. This race is over as far as the two corporate parties are concerned. So they should vote green. If anything, the poll tells us that. Go ahead and do it. Vote on principle for once. Success. I wouldn't even assign a number, and I don't say that. I've heard other third-party candidates say it before, and it always sounded kind of weird to me. We want to win. We're Americans. We want to win the race. When I was a hockey coach, I wanted my team to win. As much as I want all the kids to have fun, we want to go home with a trophy, too. I don't feel that way. The campaign has been an 8-month experience that's very much an extension of my own activism as a citizen and as a student of politics. And what I've seen is, instead of getting 1.5% or 2%, we're going to get 10 to 20% in this election cycle, or we're going to win. These things are not out of reach at this point. We have not been minimized to the point where we're irrelevant at all. People are taking this run seriously. If 1 out of 10 voters is saying, "I'm not going to vote for a Big Mac or a Whopper, give me a meal I can actually eat, something farm-raised and organic instead, please." That's what the poll tells me. That's what the campaign tells me. So we're definitely going to prepare to run again, whether it's me running as an incumbent or running for a second time.